Okay, yeah, yeah. And I hit that.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers.
Sterling Hoffrick there to kick off for the Falcons.
Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Uptown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Now a play fake. Brady going deep downfield for Ross. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. John Ross, 74 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Fighting down past the 4. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 30. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
First down, Atlanta.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
And inches at the 20-yard line.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. Well, the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense at the line, ready to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. That's going to be caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 60 yards. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Running with Olsen, the tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter.
Panthers 14, Falcons 7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Dante Jackson on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Panthers.
On 2nd and 9. Ryan. Oh, he got Position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Sterling Hockrichter.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Returning it, John Ross. Oh, good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere you looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
His kick is
so simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Wait, that 380. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, baby.
From the gun, it's Brady. Going deep downfield for Ross. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Fielded at the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Ball carrier.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
Brings up 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again is Ryan. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing again, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
4th down.
On 4th down, the Falcons send out Sterling Hoffrichter to punt. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off at his own 47. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Falcons. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
We're ready. Let's go, man. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Gurley again here on first down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brady. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Yeah, let's get sandwich. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Go. Chugger. Go, Bandit.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Going deep downfield for Ross. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to take off with it. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. From the gun, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
And
if you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
From the pistol, it's Gurley. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 39, Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. William Jackson with a pick. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Got his target, Samuel. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
1st and 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Forced out to his left. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's Brady to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Christian McCaffrey.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Again, McCaffrey, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
Lining up for the point after.
They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
By Jeremy Chin.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Another carry now for Gurley.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
1st down, Falcons.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, Ryan. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Yetur Gross-Matos just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
It's 2nd down.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Ross on the return. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled it.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady, open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Brady, open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Curtis Samuel.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And at the 38-yard line.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 24. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Boston. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. A nice run there by Gurley on 1st down as he'll get about 7 out of it. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Ryan to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones in the final minute, and the Falcons have broken our tie.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man.